I don't know, come, whoever it is, come. So I can lay my hand on you. It's done, it's done. There is somebody in the room. Is very interested in taking us to our destination, but is also interested in us learning along the way. It is right here that sometimes we fail and give up and feel within ourselves that God is not with us. Because God, you told me that we are going to the other side. You didn't tell me what's gonna happen in the process of this side on the other side, but all of a sudden now there is a storm that's on the ocean. All of a sudden I am in trouble because now my boat is full with water, and it should not be so because the boat should be in the water, but now we are in trouble because there is water in the boat. God, you did not tell us that between this side and that side we are gonna go through some troubled waters. It's right here that God sometimes tends to teach us the most significant and important things, because it is when we learn along the way, when we get to the other side, that we can appreciate what God has done. So never think that when you're going through by yourself. As long as you are a child of God, as a matter of fact, as long as you were created by Him and you allow your life to be in His hands, you can always lift your hands in any situation and say, I know that He is fighting for me. Regardless of what the situation seems like, regardless of what comes my way, I am going to use those details that is taking me along the way to know that God, you are fortifying me. You are helping me to get strengthened, and you are building my character, so when I get to the next side, I am who I want to be and who you want me to be in you, to appreciate and do what you want me to do. Oh, glory, hallelujah. It is right here now then that in our passage going from point A to point B, it is in this passage we get to a place sometimes in our lives in which we've made up our mind that regardless what comes our way, I'm not giving up. Is there anybody in the house this afternoon that have gone through some stuff and you should have given up? As a matter of fact, folk have gone through less than what you've gone through and they have caved in, but there is still a fight that's in you. You see, I ain't fighting for nobody that's not fighting for themselves. It doesn't make sense you lavish everything on somebody who is not even trying for themselves. You see, God, who is God, He looks down, and in every single one of us there is a drive and a propensity to get to the next side. It is right in the midst of this, when the trials come, God will look down and He will see that even though you were knocked down, but yet you fought back. So then now, I sent a text to somebody recently and I said, well, what is failure? Failure is not when you get knocked down. If you are knocked down, you don't fail. Failure is when you are knocked down and you refuse from getting back up. God Almighty. So not because I am down means I fail. Oh God. Because there is still a fight in me, and as long as I got God on my side, I'm gonna fight back. Oh God. And I know the God I serve, He's gonna give me enough strength to bring me through this. It's only the procedure. It's only the process. Somebody wave your hand, because we are going to the other side. I don't care what you're going through, we are gonna land. And and we're going to have a safe landing. Don't get weary. Don't get discouraged of the bumps. And you might be wondering, why do we have bumps? Because we shouldn't have bumps, because it's not a road. Yes, you are in the aircraft and you're wondering, how come there is bumps? There shouldn't be bumps up here, but there is bumps along the way. But just understand that while you are flying, the Lord is with you. There is still a fight that's in me. Come on, somebody. Here it is now. It's right here now in the process that we now got to understand that we have to have sometimes somebody around us who can help to fortify and strengthen when we're going down. When we feel as if we can't go no longer, we need an armor bearer, somebody around us who can detect and see that you are at a point of weakness. Oh God, I would love, well I do. God bless the fact that I have people around me who I don't have to utter a word to say I'm going through, but they can discern in their spirit to say something is happening. Let me give him a call. Let me stop by just to comfort him. Oh God, it is here now. We got to understand that there are some things that just doesn't worth fighting for. The problem we have in life is that we fight for the things that is not necessary and we retreat for the things that is necessary. But I pray this afternoon, God, will you give us the spirit of discerning to learn to know what it is that we should let go of and the things we should hold on to. Because I'm going to fight until I die. Because I know that when no strength is in me, come on somebody, he will fight for me. Oh God. It is in the process then that I understand that the struggle comes because there is a desire to get to the next side. How many businesses have failed? How many job interviews we have failed? How many exams we have failed when we really should not have failed because we gave up right in the middle of study. We let it go and we drop it. How many businesses have we failed? Why? Because during the rough times we give up. But I come by to pull somebody out to let you understand, not because you have fallen means that you have failed. I want you to understand that even in your darkest time, the Lord is still fighting for you. Somebody slap yourself and say, I still have a fight. There is still a fight in me. Well, that fight then comes because there is a drive in me that's telling me that God's work must be done. Sometimes then the reason why we give up is because the wrestle and the struggle is in our spirit. Am I doing this for the right reason? Number one, did God tell me to do it? Am I with the wrong person because of my own passion? Or is it that God really yoked us together? Well, I got to understand that the Lord told me before I was formed in my mother's womb that he had called me and he had ordained me. And now I am coming to understand that every mistake in my life was not really a mistake, but every mistake in my life was all things work together for good to them that love the Lord. So it might seem like a mistake, and it could be a mistake, but I thank God for the God I serve, because the God I serve can take something that's wrong and make it right. He can take my mess and turn it into a message. Oh, give God praise. Oh, God Almighty. And so now there is somebody here who is just sick and tired of being sick and tired. You are tired of the devil beating up on you. You are tired of having the enemy in your camp, and it seems like he's having a field day. But I come by this afternoon to tell you that the devil's field day is over, because God is now getting ready to erect a brand new strength in you, because the strength he's going to give to you is not going to be your strength, but the strength that God is about to burst out in you is going to be his strength. strength. So when you become weak, his strength becomes stronger. Oh, I feel it. The Bible declares and made it known. Imagine this, that Saul had a son whose name was Jonathan. And now imagine it was a time, the Bible said, when the Israelites was out of weapons. Can you imagine a Christian, a child of God, doesn't have no weapon? They don't read their Bible no more. They don't have a word no more. Their friends and company has no association with God. They have no weapon. God Almighty, what a bad state to be in. To be a child of God and don't have no weapon. Oh, God Almighty, you are associated with people that can't even encourage you. You are associated with friends that can't even encourage you. You've lost your testimony. You've lost your word. You've lost your encouragement. You don't have no weapon. But I come by this afternoon to encourage somebody, to let you understand that all God wants from you is a drive to fight. And even though I might not have my weapons in place, but there is still something in me. There is still a drive to fight. And the Bible said that Jonathan looked and he saw it. And Jonathan is saying, why don't we have any weapons? And now the Philistines are coming at us. Have you ever gotten to a place in your life where you're sick and tired of the enemy knocking you down? You've got to come to a place in your life where you've decided that enough is enough. You've knocked me down one time too many. Come on, somebody, it's time now that we draw a line and let the devil know you're standing up for your right. Enough is Jesus. Enough is enough. And the Bible said, Jonathan said to his armor bearer, we are going to fight the Philistines. The son said, well, whatsoever is in your mind, do it. Oh, Jesus. The Bible said in order for them to get from Israel to the Philistine garrison, they had to climb up a mountain. The pain and the struggle in this, in going across, the Bible, the text we read said it, that there was a sharp rock on the right and there was a sharp rock on the left. But good God Almighty, once there is a fight in you and a fight for the right thing, saints of God, let nothing stop you from going where you want to go. Let no bad credit stop you from allowing you to establish that which is driving you. Let not, because you dropped out of high school, stop you from getting your GED. Get what you want to get, because your intention is to get into college and nothing is going to stop you. Somebody wave your hand. Oh, I feel it. The Bible said that Jonathan said, I don't care whether there is a sharp rock on the right or on the left, but I like what they did, because they understand that in order to get to the other side, they could not walk, but the Bible said that they began to crawl on their hands and on their feet. Sometimes we got to wallow. Sometimes we got to put pride aside. Sometimes we got to expose ourselves. I don't care what folk want to say. I know where I am going, because not because I'm crawling on my hands and feet today means I'm going to be always crawling there. So you can say what you want to say, but I know where I'm going. And as long as I have Jesus on my side, it does not matter. Because I know one thing, giving him a high five for the first time, I said he's fighting for me. How do I know he's fighting? Because the only reason I know he's fighting, if he wasn't fighting there, then there wouldn't be a fight in me. So the mere fact that I have a fight in me tells me that there is something that's greater than me. Oh, I feel it. That's pushing me to get to the other side. Oh, I know I see the big tire in the road, and that's a symbol to me that I'm close to Canada. But in between the big tire and Canada, I feel like turning back. For the second time now, give your neighbor a high five and say, neighbor, you've gone too far now. You are closer to your destination than from where you're coming from. You would be foolish to give up. This ain't time to give up. This is time to intensify the fight. You are closer to Canada than to Chicago. Come on, somebody, fold your fists and say there is still